I think Grott was just remembered as the one that starts with an E.
Yeah. The paper store, the pen store.
Grott.
Okay.
What's Grott's wisdom or intelligence?
Yeah, the wisdom's actually pretty high. It's like 17, but his intelligence is 9.
Whoa! Whoa! It's quite
Let's say
drastic.
he's wise, but he's not book smart because there ain't a whole lot of books out in the woods.
The earth provides.
Okay, so you are standing in the street. It's late morning, somewhere maybe around 10 o'clock, if you guys had clocks, and the day is yours. You do have a magic show on the books for tonight at the Hines Grove. So you can spend the day to prepare or look for what you wish.
Music.
Yes, let me get you some music. I think. Yeah, it's fine.
I have blue hair currently.
Right. Prestidigitation to that.
Yes.
I'll ruffle your hair again just to give it a,
Touch coat.
touch up. Yeah, fresh coat. I'll pat my own hair, make it nice and red, make sure it's definitely covering my ears.
I'm loving the visual of your character, like bending down and ruffling.
Yeah.
Just 3.5 foot tall. Jones' hair.
Just making it blue.
How do you guys do that?
It is what we call magic.
Oh, gotcha.
Zach's laughing. What?
Oh, right, it all makes sense now.
Oh,
It's all
magic.
coming together.
It is part of the show. We make sure that we do not look ourselves until the show.
Oh, so you guys are like performance artists.
Give me a bluff check for that.
No, it's what I do. Okay, fine.
Yeah, but that's not.
You're right.
I would
Alvin.
love this would be if his woods for it, yeah.
There's a. You are trying to hide Alvin from the authorities.
Nat, no.
Okay, go ahead and roll a
Sense
sense
mode.
Yeah,
motive
let's keep
for me.
work on this thing over time. That was like a 15. So.
Seems legit.
It's legit.
Definitely legit.
100%. One might even say 105%. I believe it.
In fact, you believe it so much that your hair turns color just by the force of will.
Have you ever seen a magic show before, Grott?
Well, there was this one time in town that a guy said that he could do magic, but all he really did was convince everybody that he could do magic and then take their money.
That is a terrible thing.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, who can't do magic?
The twist! Yes! Those silly people who cannot do magic.
That was perhaps the single greatest thing you could have responded with.
That was so perfect.
I had a feeling, but
You can't do magic. So does that mean that you can do magic? Besides the healing.
yeah. I mean, I'm not as good at it as all my other siblings, but I could do some magic.
Could you show us what you could do?
I'm kind of tapped out for today.
I see.
Well, okay, there's one thing I can do.
Yes.
He is going to... He's trying to cast Detect Magic. That's literally the only thing on here that's even laughable.
My hair, his hair, my cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sense very faint magical emanations from Alvin's hair, and from Peg's hair, and from her cloak.
Okay. Do I know, if I cast magic, does it ever give off, a vibe to me? Do I know that I would cast magic?
You mean,
do I emanate my own aura? I forget how Pathfinder works.
So, if you cast Detect Magic, you're asking if you sense yourself casting Detect Magic?
Well, even more than that, would I sense myself just, on a normal day?
You're magical.
Oh, if you had cast a spell before, and then, directly preceding Detect Magic, you cast something else.
Not even that, but, would I just know that I possess magical ability? I don't think so, right?
So you could find magic people, maybe.
I think that I would say no. More on the basis of,
It has to be, active magic effects, right?
I'll look at that real quick.
I'm pretty sure.
Further question: would he be able to identify gnomes specifically because of his magic ties to the Fae?
So
Look for something
That'd be
magical
cool.
somewhere, and I'll just point at it and be like, "That's magic." So the nearest magical thing that
okay,
I'm looking for.
so
That's not air or cloak or something.
yeah. So, here's my thoughts on it. As far as auras attached to creatures go, neither you, Alvin, as a gnome, nor you, Grott, as a half-orc, would have any... You aren't magical creatures, so you would not have an aura. You can detect ongoing magical effects that you have caused to happen, but you yourself do not emanate a magical aura, because you are not inherently a magical creature. And I think, that would be evident in the things that do have magical auras, like, for example, angels and demons and devils. They all can cast magic at will. That's just inherent to what they are. Go ahead.
I can cast magic at will.
Okay.
That's inherent to what I am.
Except gnomes are a little different. That's some pretty old Fae ancestry.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That seems like a totally suitable answer to me. But yeah, I'll just close my eyes and be like, go ahead, test me. And just move around.
I will lightly move to behind him.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that I can just I need to see the magical aura, right? I can just sense it.
I think detect magic is a visual thing. I think it specifically says.
And you failed.
Can I talk,
You're over
please?
there.
I believe it specifically says you see.
Oh,
Let me double check that.
I always thought it was like an extrasensory dealio, so I don't know.
Oh,
how to do
no.
that.
Wait. You detect, not see. So, I'd say, yeah.
Okay.
That works for
I
me.
look around and I'm like, you're right there. Your hair gives you away.
He points right at you.
What about my hair? It is not magical.
Or you use magic to turn it a different color, right?
I'll just turn to Alvin. This one is very smart. Maybe we could have him in our shop.
Probably not tonight, though. But he's could be spent.
That is true.
I can juggle. I'm not very good at it, but one time I got 2 rocks.
Maybe not tonight, like Alvin said. But
We can practice the act a bit first.
Okay.
Alvin, do we want to practice at all anything for tonight, or just do the same thing as last night?
Thing is, if we practice, like, I'm not sure I'd be able to do it again by the time the show rolled around.
That makes sense.
Worked pretty well last time. I say we just go for it.
Okay. Just checking. You have all cantrips are endless cantrips, right? They're just.
I don't think at will stuff is endless because it's not a cantrip. It's a spell-like
he's
ability.
doing a thing. Okay, gotcha.
My at will stuff is once a day.
Nice.
Oh wait, I can't do one thing.
What?
And wherever the nearest, like, if there's like a little like pile of stones or like some litter or something somewhere, then shoot an acid dart at it.
Oh!
You see as this almost fluorescent green bolt just like shoots out of his finger right at this pile of just general refuse in an alleyway, and you see there's like a hissing sound and a slight amount of vapor that gives off as it seemingly is eating into this garbage. It doesn't last very long before it seems to kind of stop, but it definitely ate away at some of this.
That is impressive. How far can you shoot that? After Iris. How far?
Super far. Only like 30 feet, but I'm practicing.
That is what I can do, and I will shoot an acid splash at the same garbage pile.
Okay.
It does 1d3 damage.
Another spray of acid at this pile of garbage. Roll initiative, the garbage attacks.
Ah, no!
Oh crap, it's not professional.
And considering how well I rolled in the last combat, I wouldn't take it lightly.
Seriously, though.
That was crazy.
I was looking back through, I didn't roll higher than a nat 6 in that entire encounter.
That's so brutal.
Did he level up from that experience?
No.
Just like as a
President levels down.
You're demoted to a level 1 NPC. Take a replace your level with an NPC level.
You're just an artisan now.
Yeah, they hit you so hard that you are now a commoner.
oh. Level 0.
Honestly, that might be better considering how well they were doing.
Well, you'd certainly get more skill points.
True.
The barbarian.
I got a lot for a barbarian, surprisingly. I managed to get 5.
Jeez, really? That's more than I got by a lot.
Well, favorite class bonus, I took the skill point.
Oh, you took a skill point. Interesting.
Yep.
Nice. Well, I think that we could just wait around until the show tonight, and then see if we can make more money.
I rub my shoulder a bit. Yeah, sounds good to me.
It's so hard to not go into that accent, Noah, every time you talk, because that's my other character. How are you feeling? Yeah. How are you feeling?
What's up, Heather?
Well, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Grott's like, I'm fine.
What are you talking about? Everything's good.
The earth provides.
Bye.
We might try to help Grott write that letter, though.
Oh, right! That is what we were going to do. Do you want me to write it? I'm pretty good at writing things. It's easier for me to... No, it's easier for me. Grott?
Yeah, sure. We can do it right now.
Okay.
We'll just tell you that you want what to write.
Yes!
Okay.
You can do
So,
this, okay?
let's go. Dear Paw, meet some friends. Gonna go with them now. Be back soon. Bye.
Dear
That
Paw.
works.
What was the next part?
Wait, did you get all of that?
I got the first line.
Well, what part do you need to hear again?
The middle and the end.
Okay. So you got Dear Paw.
Yes.
Okay. And then made some friends. And then it was, gonna go with them now. Bye. I think that was it, right?
Yeah, that's what you said the first time.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. So we're good.
We're running out of paper. I'm just kidding. I'm drawing on the map, Jordan. I don't know if you can see that.
I can't. I'm busy, like, putting everything on a character sheet. I'm gonna check this out.
Impeccable penmanship.
Yeah, that looks perfect. That's way better than I ever wrote it.
It's degenerating.
Your mom must have been way better at writing than mine were.
Yes, my mother and father are still very good at their penmanship.
Alright, that's good. I'll go find, I don't know, a carrier pigeon or something.
We should go with you. We don't know anybody in this town. We should.
That's okay.
Level 1. Off we go.
I'm good at this. I'll just wait until morning and I'll
It is
let
morning.
somebody know that they can take a letter to my paw.
It is morning right now.
I mean tomorrow morning. Like I said, I'm kind of all tapped out for spells.
Wait, you can send a spell message?
No, I have to... I was gonna get an animal to do it.
Oh! I mean, how far is this place? I look up at Alec.
looking
What
very
is the scale
intently.
of the world here?
What is the scale of the world?
If you are referring to back home in
On this page.
Talking like all the way, friends.
back home, that would be just like, I don't know, 600-800 miles.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that'll only take a pigeon a few days.
Mm. Well, I wish you luck.
Whoops, didn't mean to move you guys.
Yeah, I tried to send a message with a raccoon one time. That didn't go so well.
What
I
happened?
didn't get it halfway through.
Oh, that would be a problem.
Yeah, well, you know, he meant well.
I meant for the digestion.
No, I mean,
I guess raccoons eat
raccoon.
anything.
He didn't eat a lot.
That is true. Well, I don't want to do anything else today. I am very fine just going to the magic show.
Can I ask why a pigeon though?
They're actually very good at finding directions. You can tell a pigeon to go somewhere, and if you do it the right way, they'll be able to find it from anywhere else.
I figured the swallow should have better mileage than carrying something though.
Well, it depends on if you're talking about an African or a European.
That is right! Private intelligence people.
Which kind do we have around here?
You have Illyrian swallows. Which are periodically migratory. And can vary from anywhere from 2 ounces to 5 pounds.
But what if they are carrying a coconut?
That's why 5 pounds.
I see.
That's 1 coconut and 4 swallows.
Alright, so where are we off to then?
Back to Heinz Grove, and we can just wait there until the evening.
It's good planning.
Grott, is there anything that you would wish to do?
I mean, after that letter gets to my pa, probably not. I think that's enough for today.
Oh, so are you finding a pigeon for today?
No, I'll wait.
Until tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we do not need your spells at all for this evening. I just look at Alvyn like, please no.
I adjust something underneath my cloak.
I have a little problem. I can't do anything. I can't just do anything.
The cloak on my back,
Oh, okay.
Oh, gosh.
where my hammer is.
I'm aware.
Which is not very. It's not useful for a magic show.
What was it that you were saying? I was just trying to find Alvin and his cloak moving. Berries?
This group is going places, guys. This group is going places.
We're just awkwardly standing outside.
Because we'll put some
I mean, I'm already partway there, so.
Yeah, I see a long future for Alvin to be like a nice, like prison boss. And Grott would make a good cook.
What did you say? Grott? What? No.
This is too much.
This is a disaster. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's do it.
Okay, never. He clearly cannot hear me, Alvin.
What's up? Sorry, it's cutting out a little bit.
Okay, the gist of it is that Jessica doesn't know what you said, and now you don't know what Jessica said.
What did you say?
I said the only place I think we're going is prison.
No.
And I think Grott before that.
What was that?
No, your character. What did Grott say?
The last thing your character said.
Oh! What did he say?
Something about.
I think it was something about pigeons.
Something.
I just said I have magic, but it wouldn't be very useful.
Was there specific spells that you said?
No. He didn't.
Great. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So you guys are spending the rest of the night.
Thank you, DM.
The rest of the day. Just move this over here. So you guys pass some time in the Heinz Grove. I suppose maybe thinking about the magic show and what you maybe want to do or change for that.
Yes.
So, surely enough, night will eventually fall.
Oh, you're in the wrong one.
No.
JK.
You're in the wrong one.
Oh, you have to do dash.
I have to do what?
Oh.
No, apparently it doesn't remember the... Gosh dang it. Doesn't remember the link that I told it to play before.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So as night falls, that's a little loud.
You can change it. Go back to Discord. Right click on rhythm. And then the volume. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Cool. Okay. So as night falls, the Heinz Grove becomes much more bustling. There are people, a lot more people than there were the night before Grott. This inn does decent business. It's kind of more of a way stop for traders, but there are a lot more common folk, it seems, in the inn tonight. And a lot of them are talking kind of excitedly, looking around, kind of nursing drinks.
I bet you heard about the magic show, you guys.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to, before we go down, Alvin, would you like your hair blue again?
I don't see why not.
Is there a name that you want me to call you in case someone asks me?
Alvin should be good enough.
Okay. Then we are ready to go. And I will cast...
So where are you?
We are upstairs in our room.
Okay.
Taking another room for the night. I will cast Disguise Self on myself. And I will appear as a human with blonde hair and a red coat. Let us go! And go downstairs, and I start talking to people for 10 minutes, getting them excited, like, the show is about to start, I hope you're ready, it's gonna be amazing.
Make a diplomacy check.
Ooh, okay. the bad rolls.
Okay.
6.
Unfortunately, you happen to try to be talking to like the regulars of this inn, the ones that are like kind of a little grumpy that there's all these new people here making the place louder and kind of claustrophobic. So they're just. So you're the one we have to blame for all this crowd. Eventually, the
It is not me. It is Peg. I am Leah.
Whatever. Eventually, you are going to be approached by a man wearing like an apron that's got some slight stains on it, like grease stains. Like you see him, he's like wipes his hands off on it. Are you with the magic show?
Yes, my name is Leah.
Okay. Well, the morning innkeeper booked you, but we never got to talk to you about payment or anything like that. So we should probably figure that out before you go in.
Go
find. Are you the magician?
Yes, I am her agent. I'm not Peg. I'm Leah. I am Peg's agent. I help put these on. I apologize, I should have come to you sooner! I totally forgot! We were going to talk to the chef. Yeah, do you hire people? Is this acceptable? Do you allow this in your...
Yes, we just need to come to an agreement on how much I'm paying you.
Well, what's it? Would you pay me? Or Peg?
Typically, you get to keep any tips that you garner. And
that sounds fair.
Generally, because you are not like a resident bard or something like that, we'd give you free meal and some free drinks for the evening.
That is more than fair. I accept.
Very well.
Prestidigitation that off. A lot of grease.
Oh, no, it's not like...
You said
okay.
No,
he's like smudges that aren't like...
Oh, okay.
It's not like dark stains of like motor oil. It's just like smudges of like a little bit of like flour or like,
okay.
maybe just like some broth or something like that. It's not like, yeah.
Then I will just...
Sorry, I will just change the tires on my carriage.
Yeah. Gotta change... It's got 2 horsepower, and they're messy. You got to change the oil pretty frequently.
All right.
Every 500 leagues or so.
This will be good.
Okay, so it's like, well, whenever you're ready, and he's gonna go back behind and start managing stuff.
Great. All right. Is there a stage?
Yeah, we'll say this is a nicer inn. There is a very small kind of stage. It's really just like a raised corner where it's like about 6 inches higher than the rest of the floor.
Beautiful.
And there's just enough room for probably 2 or 3 people.
All right.
It looks like the kind of place where like one person would sit on a stool with like an instrument of their choice or whatever.
Right. Well, with my pearly white smile, I will jump up onto the stage. Attention, everyone! It is the moment you have been waiting for! Oh. It is now time...
I'm going to point out that I made it to the table nearest the stage.
Good. Grott, where would you like to be?
Do we have a map?
Probably just somewhere somewhat out of the way, but like close enough to the stage so that he can see exactly what's going on. Like, he wants to be able to count the hairs on everybody's head, but crowds this big make him uncomfortable. So, he's right in the middle.
Cool. Nothing to see here. This is just, not an inn, that map that I already used once. Nothing to see here.
This has a very similar layout. Alright,
Well, they were the same architect.
It's a franchise.
This one's newer.
Introducing, with her brilliantly white smile and her red cape, Peg, the astonishing with the incredible magical Alec. And then she will twirl and cast Flare. And then all the disguise drops. And I'm standing.
Performance check.
Oh!
Wow, you guys seeing this?
22!
Everyone's just like, oh yeah! Woo! Like, oh, this is gonna be great.
This is going much better than last time.
Great start.
Great.
And then they all kind of like quiet down in like expectation, like, oh, what's the first trick?
The first trick that I will show you tonight is called the Time Bender Mender. Take this ordinary piece of cloth, and I tear it. Now there are 2 of them,
Oh.
and I place it down on the table and cover it under an empty mug. And then I will cast Illusion of Calm on myself. And then I will cast...
Alvyn, Grott, make will saves.
Okay.
Will saves?
Will saves.
Damn.
16.
Sorry.
16? Really?
Yeah, it's 16. Oh, that's a... Wait, hold on.
No.
Yep, 16.
16? Nice. Okay.
I'm looking at...
I'm not seeing it this time.
No. Even with the +2 bonus.
Aww.
I'm looking at a 17.
Oh, that's enough. Okay. So you see as Paeg begins to, she prepares the cloth, puts the mug down, and then...
I haven't cast Mending yet.
No.
Okay.
But you see,
Oh, yeah.
she casts a spell under her breath, and there's like a slight, just for a moment, like a blurring of her image. Keep going.
Okay.
And then I will cast Mending on the cloth.
Okay. You can go through the trick and all.
And then I will wave my hand above it. I am turning back time. And I'll open the cloth, or open the mug, and it is 1 cloth again.
Go ahead and
Wow.
roll a performance check. So, Grott, you see...
6.
You see, as Paeg moves her hand over the mug, you see, like, 2 images detaching. There's one image of, like, superimposed over each other. One image of Paeg is moving her hand over the mug and looking at the crowd and talking to them. The other image is very quickly casting a spell. And then the images reform. The images reform. No one seems to notice anything weird. And then she lifts the mug and shows the cloth untorn. There's some scattered applause. And like one guy from the back's like, "Oh, you fixed the napkin, big deal." And then some people laugh at it. Some people shoot them dirty looks.
For my second trick, I will need a volunteer.
Wait, pick me, please, come on.
Okay, a couple people raise their hands. Grott among them. He's probably the most enthusiastic.
You there, half-orc that I've never met before. Come on up here.
Okay.
What is your name?
I kind of look at you confused for a second, and he's like, my name's Grott.
Everybody, let's hear it for Grott!
Okay, scattered applause.
Alright, this trick is a spiritual journey. Now, Grott, I feel that you have an aura Something has connected you to this place. Destiny? Fate? A DM? And then
a DM, not a DM.
A DM. I will pull out
that.
a flush of cards. Pick a card, any card.
Oh, okay.
Do not show it to me. Just show it to the crowd, but do not say what it is.
Oh, okay. And I'll just hold it up.
Okay. It is. Sure. It is the Fool.
Oh.
That hurts.
Alright, put it back in the deck, but do not let me see. Anywhere in the middle.
Okay.
And I will,
and I'm just kind of sticking it somewhere.
and I'll carefully cast Arcane Mark on it, just a tiny little dot. As,
Sleight of hand check.
oh, frick! This is not gonna be good, guys. I rolled a 2.
I have to make a sense motive as well, right?
5.
Yeah. It's still a small thing, but
Yeah. Sense motive. So I got an 11 or 12 actually.
okay, yeah. So you see, she definitely taps the card, like, but you don't know, like it doesn't. Oh, okay. So you see her tap the card. You also see again images detach, and she casts a spell. You don't see any kind of obvious effect, but she definitely casts a spell. And
I mean, honestly, Grott's probably impressed by that.
What's going on? Alright, now I will shuffle the cards, and I shuffle them all over the table, and then I stand back away from the table. Now we shall let these spirits find your card, and I will cast Dancing Lights.
okay, where would you like them?
As that happens,
Over the cards.
I would like to start to levitate the cards and actually have them start to like kind of float around in a slow swirl.
Epic.
Okay. They do so.
And then I will cast Ghost Sounds.
Okay.
Ooh.
I didn't grab this. Okay. So Grott and the rest of the people in this inn see as these cards that have been spread out on this table begin to they gently, slowly lift a few inches off the table, and they start to kind of lazily float around in a circle. And where are you putting the dancing lights?
The dancing lights have poofed out one. I cast the next one, I think. Or I don't know if I can do both at the same time, so it's fine.
Dancing lights is not concentration.
Great. They're still above the cards then.
Okay. And you see 4 glowing orbs kind of going along with the spinning around the outside of the cards. And this ghostly sound starts to emanate seemingly from nowhere. Just.
And then I will cast Haunted Fae Aspect to make ghosts swirl around me and the cards.
Yeah, you see, like, the ethereal shapes of what appear to be ghosts and spirits kind of circling around Peg. Each time so when the lights show up, when the sound starts, and when the spirits start, you notice each time the 2 images detach from each other as she casts a spell, and then they reattach.
And then I will lift up his card with Mage Hand.
Okay. Again, image detaches, and then a card starts to float up from the group.
And I look over at Alvyn. Is this your card?
It is indeed.
Oh, yeah, sorry. All the cards have dropped.
Thank you! Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's too late! Okay, well, at that moment.
Okay, the cards drop. Timing seems a little strange. Like, you think, those cards, I mean, it would have made sense for them to drop earlier, but, I mean, who knows? The spirits do as the spirits will. Performance check. So, yes, you do indeed see floating in the air the fool. And there's more applause for this one. People seem to enjoy that one
crap,
more.
no, it's a 10. Oh, my performance isn't even a plus anything. It's just
you
a...
should probably put skills into that.
I did!
When you level.
I did!
I will.
Oh, you're right. You have
Yeah, I have
charisma.
terrible charisma.
Oh boy.
It's just a
Have
10.
you taken skill focus?
Skill focused
It
performance.
makes it more fun.
There's more reception to this one. At least no one's calling out anything from the back of the room. Half the people seem to be really impressed. The other half of the people seem to be kind of concerned that this place might be haunted.
Great.
And they're thinking, great, there goes the neighborhood.
Let's hear it for Grott!
Some scattered applause.
Yay. Thank you, Grott. You can sit down.
That was amazing. How did you do it?
Alright, and for my final trick, everybody, please welcome the incredible, magical Alec! And Alec will fly down from the rafters, and he's purple, because I always do that.
Yep.
And he will land on my arm. Now, prepare to be amazed. This is a magical owl. He can turn invisible. He can disappear. He can vanish. Okay. I need to work on the wording.
Kind of overselling
Okay.
it, but we're workshopping it.
Grott audibly gasps from the
Alright, Alec, it is your time. Show everyone what you can do. And I will cast Flare at the same moment, or right after. I will also cast Banish on him.
Okay. So again, Grott, you see as the images detach, there's a burst of light directly in front of this owl, and then Paeg casts another spell, and as that light is starting to recede, the owl disappears.
And I will wait 6 seconds, and then cast Flare again.
Another burst of light, another detached images, and then when the light recedes, or actually just as it flashes, no.
Yeah.
When the light recedes, there's the purple owl.
Ta-da! Oh! 12.
Okay, there's more. They're warming up to you. You're getting better. Now there's people that are like, oh wow, and there's people like saying like, oh that's I always thought owls was magical, and then there's some people in the back like, what happened? All I saw was some light.
Oh, crap. Thank you all for coming to our show! And then I will bow. And I will go off the stage. Thank you.
Try the button.
Okay.
And I'll take my hat and I'll go around and ask for donations,
Okay.
tips. Yeah. See how I
Grott
do.
will, out of obligation, place a rock in the pad.
Oh, thank you for your participation.
Okay,
Took me
so
a long time to find this one.
you get a total value of 10 silver.
Oh.
And 1
And
rock.
1 rock.
And 1 small
And
piece of
1 rock.
paper.
And 1 small piece of paper?
Yes.
I will look at the piece of paper.
So as you're going around with your hat, closer to the end, you kind of like move your way. You kind of let me just draw this. You kind of weave your way this way around the back of the room, and then come this way. As you get to right over here, there is as you approach. Some of them toss in some coppers, and there's a dwarf there, and he's got a smile, and he looks at you. He says, "That was a lovely show," and dang it, I freaking went, dang it, man.
Wait, Irish again?
Yeah,
Ah!
and it wasn't supposed to be.
What is it supposed to be?
That was a lovely show.
Oh gosh!
Yeah, big difference there.
That's a big difference.
That was a lovely show.
I was like, he's so nice. Now I'm scared.
And now you're scared he's going to traffic you. And you see him toss in a silver piece and the piece of paper, like the silver piece is on top of the folded piece of paper. He tosses it in, and he just gives you like a wink.
Ooh.
Like a knowing wink, not a lascivious wink.
Okay, that's fine. It's okay. I will turn away and reach in and grab it, and then keep going.
Okay.
And then when I get back to the stage area, then I will read the piece of paper.
Okay.
What does it say?
It says, good show, though not as lively as the one last night.
I'm going to point at Alvyn and use message.
It's not over yet, hold on.
Oh.
I was giving you a moment to react.
I'm going to finish reading it. Alvyn, get up to the bedroom now!
The rest of the note says... Didn't even finish it, did you?
No, I didn't finish the note. I just sent it to Alvyn and was like,
okay. Are you going upstairs?
Get up to the bedroom now!
I'm gonna kind of confusedly scan the room and see if I see any trouble brewing.
No, everyone seems... They seem to be talking. Some of them are definitely, talking about the magic show and kind of glancing back at Peg every once in a while.
Do I recognize anyone here?
Make a perception check, I guess.
Because I don't really have a memory skill, which I think is strange.
Yeah, but it's just kind of the blanket, I'm looking for something. No, I mean, no one here looks particularly familiar.
I'll tilt my head at Peg a bit just to make sure. Actually, I can respond to you without anyone hearing.
You can, yeah. I mean, they could, but they'd have to make a 25 perception check.
Yeah. What's going on?
I got letters that someone was at our show last night. They might recognize you.
I've got blue hair though.
That is a good point. I'm casting message while I'm because I have to point, I think, so I'm just sniffing my nose. Let me finish the letter. Maybe it is not a bad thing. No, I've gone Russian. What did it say?
You finishing it?
I'm gonna finish the letter.
So it says, good show. Not as interesting as the one last night. Meet me by the... Hold on, let me go back to the map so I get the words right. Meet me by the Ratwall.
Where is the Ratwall?
Down by the port. It's not on the docks, but it's closer.
I'm gonna go look over at the dwarf and and like
He's
sneakily
gone.
cast a. Oh! Alvyn! Alvyn!
I'll get up, excuse myself from the table.
She does not handle stress well.
Yeah, like, say it was nice, like, talking to everyone who was at my table and stuff.
And they're just kind of,
I'm going to
you know, man grunts.
follow
And
him.
a woman grunt. There's a woman there, too. She's like, yeah.
I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna grab a free drink on the way.
Okay. As you grab a drink, that same innkeeper is like, good show. I'm not going to have to deal with any kind of ghosts or anything, am I?
No, it is only magic.
Yeah.
It is not.
Yeah. Is it the... okay. So what is just like, what, an illusion? Fake stuff?
Did we lose Jordan?
Do I hear this happening?
Oh no, he's still there.
Are you moving towards her?
I was walking probably. Was I walking this way or was I?
You left first, I'd say.
I mean...
I left first. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say if you're moving to where Peg is going, then you'd probably hear most of it.
I think we're both heading like towards the upstairs and stuff.
Yeah.
What's Grott doing?
I mean, how visibly does it look like you guys want or need or are...
Make a sense motive check.
Whatever. 8.
Okay.
Unless you ask, he's probably not going to go anywhere.
I will. Hold on, don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of more focused on, wow, this is a lot of people in one room. And this is like a building with like walls.
And there's no dirt floor.
And there's no dirt floor.
Does the guy leave me alone? I'm gonna brush him off.
Okay. He's like,
A magician never reveals our secrets! Okay, I'll just...
he looks worried, but he doesn't seem to question
With
you.
the drink in hand, I will point over at Grott. Grott! This is Paeg! Come upstairs! It's how she has to point to send the message.
And
So she's just doing that! Grott, come up! She's whispering.
okay.
Come upstairs now!
I will help out that. Okay.
To no one in particular. The person next to you was like, just kind of like turns their back a little bit and like focuses on their drink.
I'm going to catch up to Alvyn and give him the drink.
What's this for?
I don't drink, but you seem like you do. So I wanted to give it to you. It's free.
Cheers.
Great.
Oh, to the back.
Okay.
It's nothing special. It's just an ale, but it's not like watered down grog like you would maybe expect it in the Drowning Fish. It's fine.
Or over the past however many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's nothing special.
Better than Grott.
Yes.
As Grott comes up the stairs, he just goes, "Have you guys tried the grog?"
Once we are in the room, I'll close the door. And I will show them the note. There was a dwarf that was here, and he is gone. I do not know what he wants, but should we go?
I move over to my armor and start letting it off.
I will take that as a yes. Oh, Alec! Come here, Alec! Come here, Alec! Come here, Alec!
He kind of lazily shuffles over, basically taking as much time as he can.
Okay, Alec, first of all, you did a wonderful job tonight. Flawless.
Oh yeah, sorry about that earlier.
talking about? Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm talking to Alec. Alec, flawless performance. Can you go see if you can find this dwarf that was down there? Remember him? You know dwarves. They're little. Please, for me, Alec. I will give you lots of scruffles.
For the briefest moment, it looks like this owl is seriously weighing the options. And then looks back at you.
I'll open the window.
And he slowly spreads his wings and just flaps and flies out the window.
Thank you, Alec. He is an indoor owl.
He did a much better job of hiding the spells this time. It was harder to see what was going on.
Yes, thank you. It was, I'm getting better.
Were we not supposed to see the spells?
Oh! No, Grott, you were not supposed to see the spells. This is fantasy trick. You must be very intelligent. You figured it out.
I will say though, made it a bit more difficult to help out in time.
I did notice that. Maybe next time we could make a cue of like a word that I would say, maybe that would make that not. It doesn't matter. Anyway, what are we gonna do about this dwarf?
This is while I've been like strapping my item.
Oh gosh. Oh okay. Actually, he has his own character sheet, but it should be that. Yeah, it should be that.
You guys know that dwarf?
No.
Do you mind undoing my hair real quick?
Oh, sure. And prestidigitation will.
Oh, you can just end it. You don't need to
End it.
cast prestidigitation again.
Well, I meant like.
Yeah, it ends.
There you go.
Thanks.
Um.
No need to make two hair colors overly suspicious.
Do you think that it is a problem that we are running into trouble? Maybe he is a buddy of the buddies that you met last night?
I hoist my backpack onto my shoulder and wince because it's still sore.
I use mage hand to pull 5 pounds of it for you. It's a little lighter.
I'm sure we'll be alright. Just want to be ready in case though.
Grott, are you really out of spells for today?
Not totally.
Okay, well, would you like to come with us?
I know magic very well.
Would you like to come with us? We might need a healer.
Yeah, that sounds okay. I can't heal anymore. So.
Well, we'll just do our very best to not get hurt, then.
Okay.
Do you by chance know how to look intimidating?
What was that?
Do you by chance know how to look intimidating?
I mean, I don't think so, but people tell.
Alright, then you should be definitely helpful with it along.
I could.
In the old military, people used to tell me to scare their kids so that they would stop stealing things.
I could use a spell to make your teeth blood red.
Okay.
Okay. Open up. She'll touch all your teeth if you let her. No, it will not hurt. This is not a dentist. Whatever that is. Who needs dental work when you have a perfect smile and genetics like an elf?
Ooh, some of that elitism coming out.
There it is. There it is. Perfect teeth. Elves.
Don't worry, Grott. She's not a flesh warper.
I can also make your hair look like it has blood in it.
Just blood everywhere.
I could change your entire color to be blood-colored. Grott?
Jordan?
You there, Jordan?
I think I scared him.
Okay, I think we're good.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, your computer died.
Oh. Would you like me to turn your whole body red?
Oh, that's just kind of silly.
That is probably for the best. All right. Well, I am ready to go. I can see if maybe Alec has. What kind of range do I have on telekinesis with him? Like, do I have a range? How does it work? Or he just goes and does stuff and then comes back? Like, how is he going to know where I'm at?
There are. Let me double check that rule for you.
Familiars and such.
I think
Should we go out the front door or should we go out the side door? Winking at Alvin.
Oh, I'll look at the rope credit.
Excellent.
the side door.
This will be our way back in too. I can use Mage Hand to like open and close it and put the rope back in and all that stuff. So,
Do your hands strong enough to lift the rope?
how heavy is a 5? How heavy is the rope to lift it back inside?
Well, it's a 50-foot rope and it's about 10 pounds total.
It could like.
We probably don't need all 50 feet to hang out though.
That is true. It's only like 2 stories, so only 20 feet. So like, that'll work. That's 5 pounds.
That'd be about 4 pounds, yeah.
Okay. You have an empathic link with Alec for 1 mile.
Right. Is that over a mile? That's 50 meters.
500 meters.
500 meters.
No,
That's less than a mile.
less than
Great! I know where Alec is. Alec, have you found anything?
So it's empathic. It's emotion, not thought.
Love.
You
Curiosity?
get the feeling of reluctance, a little bit of annoyance,
Oh.
and a glimmer of love.
Is there hope in that glove? In that love? Is there hope?
Hope?
Hopefulness? Like, it's working?
Uh,
Curiosity?
more like focus, I guess.
Okay. Alec is working. We can go, so, and then he can give us a heads up if there is danger.
What's the sturdiest and most, like, well-fastened item in this room over there?
We did the bed before.
Probably the bed. As far as just weight, nothing's bolted down, but
Yeah.
the bed is for sure the heaviest thing.
Well,
you could
I
always.
noticed the support B, and I just kind of like look at Grott.
What do you need?
How much do you weigh?
I don't know, more than a moose.
Oh,
Whoa!
whoa!
Really?
No, no.
I'm like,
More
oh my
than a
god.
moose.
Yeah, it was like 800 pounds. No, he's like, I mean, last time I checked, about 2 deer.
2 deer. Oh dear.
Maybe 2.5.
It would be so funny if he had like a Midwestern accent or Canadian.
Oh boy, the earth provides, don't you know?
Oh dear.
Oh, sorry about that. There.
We even have to.
Tell your folks I says hi.
DM, do I think that the bed will not slide completely out of place with 2 years worth of weight?
So here's the thing. There's the bed, but I believe you guys are also on a second floor, so there are rafters.
Oh, okay.
Which,
Rafters.
as far as a movable object, something attached to the building is probably pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
What exactly we got these down for?
I'm going to throw the rope up and try to like have it like dangle over a rafter.
Yep.
And then tie like basically like a slip knot.
Yeah.
And be able to like fasten it.
Easy enough.
And then I'd like to like find some way to divert the path of the rope so that only 20 feet hang out the window.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you can like coil up the rest of it, or you can leave when you tie your knot. You can do it in such a way that there's a bunch of slack on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay. So you have approximately 20 feet of length of rope hanging out the window, just short of maybe like 2 or 3 feet short of the ground.
Awesome.
Okay. You guys climbing out?
Yep. And yeah, I've got my armor on and I'm wearing my backpack.
Okay.
This is about to be really bad.
I guess because you're encumbered, go ahead and make a climb check for me.
Okay.
Alvin. Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
That's enough.
Look at the modifier on that for me real quick.
Yeah, that's a 0. Plus 0. Oh, minus
No,
3.
-3.
Minus 3. Oh boy, there.
It's
Look
a
at,
-3.
oh, look at that there. Oh boy. Use
That's what I get for armor check penalties plus being encumbered.
not so great that the climbing.
0 carrying capacity.
Okay. Well, regardless, it is more than enough. There's plenty of the rope is easy to grip, and the climb is pretty short, and you're going with gravity, so it's not too strenuous. Grott and Paeg, unless you guys are encumbered, you can just take a 10 on it.
I'd like to see what
I'm definitely not encumbered.
What'd you say?
I wanted to see what kind of finesse I could do.
Okay. So get over here and roll a climb.
Food.
Thank you.
Where is the food?
I said thank you. Okay.
What am I doing?
You're climbing.
Oh, climb check. That's a 13.
Okay.
Great. All right.
You,
I was trying to do
it's easy enough.
fancy stuff. All right. Cool.
Okay. You guys are in the back alley, or more like side alley of the street, next to the Heinz Grove.
Let us go.
Don't forget to lift the rope up.
Oh, right. I'll mage hand the rope back up through the window and then close the window. It's not locked.
I'll say that works.
20 feet of rope is 4 pounds.
4 pounds? Okay. That's what I wasn't sure if what the
50
weight on.
feet of rope is 10 pounds.
Got it, yeah.
2/5 of that is more.
Okay, yeah, so it's just enough. But you're able to get it back up there, close the window, no problem.
Excellent.
If you use the window ledge like a lever, you can like yank it over and try and maybe. Pinch. Everyone's physics.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Okay, so you're in the side alley. There's some garbage in here. Looks like there's like someone passed out drunk.
Oh crap. Prestidigitation on my hair to make it red, and I'll take it out of its braid and let it flow over my ears, and then prestidigitation on my cloak so it's all black.
Okay.
And then I'll put my hood on, and then I'll hunch over and let us go.
Okay. Where are you going?
To the Ratwall.
Do you know where that is?
Do I know what that is? It looks like
No,
it's
it's
number one
local.
on the... Oh, crap!
This is a map for your benefit as a player.
Oh.
Your characters don't have this.
Alvyn
Do I know where that
or
is?
Grott?
Make a knowledge level check.
I don't get any bonuses for that.
Could we
6.
instead substitute geography?
I allow it.
Alvyn
I allow
knows. Alvyn knows.
Okay, I think mine's a lot better than it would be then. I know it's nature that I have. No, I think I'm technically trained in geography, but I haven't given any ranks in it.
Okay. Well, regardless, Alvyn,
Oh yeah.
you've spent
Don't you have a-
you've spent some time in Savaria. There is just inland, a few hundred, like 200 meters or so inland from the docks. There is a wall where there are gibbets where criminals and prisoners are hung in these gibbets
Oh, crap.
for people to throw things at, or just as punishment. And it's colloquially called the Ratwall.
Oh.
The one like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Only...
I like this.
I don't know what's going on. No one knows.
Alright, follow me.
Alright, she will follow. No problem here.
Okay.
This is gonna be a problem, guys.
Are you moving stealthily, or are you just walking through the streets?
I'm just walking.
I will
Okay.
follow at a short distance of like 20 feet. So we're not like together, but we're going the same way and I'm following.
Okay. So, you guys walk.
What about Grott? What's Grott?
Yeah, what's Grott
Grott,
doing?
you can walk with me if you want.
No, I'll walk in front.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll walk right next to Alvyn, but I'll be like a little bit behind him.
Okay.
So you make your way through the streets. Takes maybe 6-7 minutes. As you guys start to move northward, the scent of like cleaner sea air starts to get mingled with the sense of the docks. Unwashed bodies, general refuse, a little bit of low tide. It's not great. And you make it to about here, where you see the road opens up, and to your right there is like open field, like gardens, and there are lamps that are lit periodically, and you can see to your right there are tall stone walls. You can see guards walking around them, and a stronghold in the center of it. You can just see the top of it. And where on the opposite side of these greens from the castle, there's this wall about 20 feet high or so, about 100 feet long, and on that wall facing the castle you see these iron cages hanging from them, and in these cages, in some of them, are people they're dirty, they look malnourished, their clothes are basically rags, and you can see them just kind of in there. Not all the cages are full, but some of them are.
Alvyn, I'll message to Alvyn. Are we going the right direction?
Yes, that's the Ratwall. Where did the note say we were meeting again?
That is the Ratwall. It said to me at the Ratwall.
And we're going the right direction.
You do see, or not see, but with like feeling, Alec, you get the feeling that Alec's coming back to you, essentially.
Okay. Fear is my emotion.
Okay.
What is Alec feeling?
Protectiveness.
He's gonna protect me.
And like right after you kind of send out those feelings about about 12 seconds, no. About 12 seconds later, Alec swoops silently in from the night and lands on your shoulder.
Oh, good owl, good owl, good owl, good owl. Oh. Alec, did you see the dwarf? Is he a good guy or a bad guy? Is he a good guy? I don't know. Can you tell? He can't tell that stuff. What is it? Where is he?
Who points in the direction of the wall.
Okay.
Oh, let me. It's not quite
Some ambiance.
the right ambiance there. Not that. What was I looking for? No. I was just going to play this.
Dungeon.
Dungeon. Yes, boss fight music.
Alright,
I'm still going. I haven't really slowed down.
I'll keep following.
Okay.
I'll message him. Alvin, just go that way. Just pointing like the direction that Alec. It is that way.
Right at the Ratwall.
Yep, right at the Ratwall.
You kind of figure out that accent.
I'm so sorry that the accent I have chosen is so.
No, it's a beautiful, beautiful accent. That's why I do it in my other campaign. It's so easy.
That's why you pick an easy accent. And you just go, ugh.
Yeah.
And then you got an accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you make your way. There are very few people. You can see guards patrolling in the distance. You guys aren't carrying any light sources, so they don't even notice you. I guess Alvyn and Grott, since you're leading the way, you approach the Ratwall and you hear the creaking and quiet clinking of chains as these cages just move a little bit in the little bit of breeze that there is. But it looks like the wall was built specifically so that any breeze coming in from the sea would go over the top, and the people in the cages are sheltered from the wind.
Well, that's considerate.
Or it makes it really, really hot, and they get no relief,
Aww.
and they're stuck with their own stench.
That's true too. Dang.
As you approach, you notice the figure of kind of a small, stocky figure, kind of leaning up against the wall with a pipe that he's just. And you can make out a bit of the glow of the pipe, and that's it. And as you guys approach, he kind of, stands up, puts the pipe away, and just stands there. He's appears to be dwarven in stature and build.
I've got my pack just on one shoulder right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean over to Alvyn and I'm just gonna whisper, "You didn't say it was a kid."
You still think I'm a kid?
No, is she?
This kid has a beard, like a big, thick beard.
So did Alvyn.
Yeah.
Mustache.
Yeah. Okay. Are you guys still walking towards him, or are you stopping?
No, I'm walking towards it.
I'll
Okay.
follow. I'm following Alvin
Are
on
you
this
trying
one.
to catch up? Or?
Yeah, I'll catch up.
Okay.
I'll run and catch up.
All right.
I'll
As you get there,
keep Alec with me.
you see. That's not what I wanted you to see.
Oh.
look at his thing.
Bio and info.
Bio info, yeah. There. So you see a dwarf. He doesn't have the mug, obviously.
He's got the pipe.
Yes, he's got the pipe.
Did you share a picture? I don't see anything.
Let me just do this.
Nice.
Okay, he looks friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he comes off the wall and kind of walks towards you a little ways. Sorry about the location. It's maybe a little bit on the nose, but well, I know that you are probably new in town, and this is easy landmark to find. I wanted to talk to you. Let's get out of the cold air.
Where is he gesturing for us to go?
He just walks off. He walks towards the west, this way, away from the Ratwall.
I'll follow.
I'm following.
Yeah, I guess we're going.
Okay, so he's gonna walk a little ways.
Can I get a general sense motive check on this guy?
You sure can.
Get him, Alvin, get him!
With my -1. Oof.
Okay, he's
as well.
hard to read.
Okay.
I'll see what I think of this guy. 15.
He doesn't seem to bear you any kind of ill will, but it's very hard to, determine what his motives might be just from what he said and the note. But he doesn't seem to want to harm you.
Yet.
That's about what you can get.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, I just kind of look down at Alvin and I'll be like, kind of as quiet as I can, like, I don't know, I guess I trust him so far.
Okay. So he you guys follow him. He goes to the west into the region of the, I guess Alvin you would know, the region of the city called the Poles. And there are a lot of, and you would know that's because near the docks there are large, basically there's a whole forest of wooden poles that have strings across them where fish are hung that have been caught for selling. So he leads you a little ways in, and then you see him kind of look back at you guys, and then kind of look around on the street, and then he goes into this kind of narrower side street. Not quite an alley, but definitely not a main thoroughfare. And he walks down this a little ways, and then he goes over to this door on this, it's like an outgrowth of a warehouse. It looks like a small building that's just kind of connected to a warehouse, and he knocks on the door, and the door opens a little bit. Are you guys right there next to him? Or you?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm following her. Let's
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hear someone it's just you, Malik, and then the door opens a little bit, and you see a human man just kind of look out at you guys, and you've got guests. And the door just opens, and Malik looks at you and just kind of gestures like, "Follow me." Okay.
We follow.
All right. So you are led into a simple space. You see that man there seems to be eating some kind of stew. There's a woman and a small child there as well, seeming to do their best to ignore your presence as you move through the room to another door. And into like the warehouse essentially, and then there's he kind of takes an abrupt left and goes into this area it's almost like a room that's just made of old boxes as the walls, and he sits down in a chair at like a desk, and you can see there's like a simple cot in there as well. It is not much, but I don't have very many chairs. Pull up a crate or a box or something, or stand if you wish.
I'll use Mage Hand to bring a crate over and sit down on it.
Okay, sure. We'll say that there's a 5-pound crate.
Well, I can drag it.
Yeah.
You can drag what, 25 pounds?
5.
Well, no, because your drag weight, your drag strength is like 5 times.
Oh yeah, however,
I guess you can
physics
lift.
work.
I guess lift
Physics.
5 and yeah. Either way, we'll say it's not a problem. It doesn't bother me.
I'm just gonna plop my backpack down and sit on that.
Okay.
I'll find a chair.
And he just kind of sits in his chair and kind of leans back and like pulls out his pipe again and kind of like picks out the tobacco that was in there and puts some new in there and lights it. I'm not good at this cloak and dagger stuff. Adari is much better at this. So I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Let me first say that I bear you no ill will, and thank you for following me over here. I hope that you are folks that can help me, and perhaps help a great deal of people. My name is Malik Norvor. As you can tell, I'm not a native of Illyria. I've only been here for 50 years or so, but it has become my home. And though you are outlanders from wherever you are from, I suppose, maybe not very familiar with the goings-ons of this country, but it is not going well. As you, and he points to you, Alvyn, as you discovered the other night, there is quite a bit of festering anger right now, looking for ways to explode, I suppose, would be the word.
Yeah, sorry about that, by the way.
Believe me, it can be difficult for smaller folk, but humans, sometimes they think size is some indication of strength. And I know that you did not start the fight. That unfortunate person reaped the consequences of starting something he could not finish. Though, I must admit, I am glad that they were able to stop you before you could tear through all of them. It was about to look like a, how's the expression? Fox in a chicken scoop?
Yeah, I'm glad as well. I wasn't really, there.
Well, I am glad to hear that you are not bloodthirsty bandits or something like that. And,
I'll nudge Paeg and gesture at, Grott's teeth and hair.
Just release those.
And as you do that, like, he's looking at Grott. I did not see you last night at the Drowning Fish. And
yeah,
I would not misplace someone of your stature.
Yeah, I turned in early last night. Long travels and all that.
Right. Anyway, how much do you know of this country? Let me say this. How long have you been here?
Is this like a question to the group?
Yes.
Just a few days in this country.
Okay.
Alvyn?
I've been here about a week or two.
Well, allow me to explain some things then. I take it that you, and he points to you, Alvyn, I take it you are from Karst?
You take it correctly?
And would assume that you are from the Dominion?
Yes.
And where are you from, large friend?
I'm from the hills. No. What would it be, northeast of here?
So, let me make sure we're talking about the same place. I'm reasonably confident that you indicated you were from, like, here.
Losing that a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So you can tell him the Molotov Mountains, or
Perfect,
whatever
yeah.
you want.
Yes.
Ah.
From the mountains. Like, Grand Tier, all that place. I move around a lot, but
How is the homeland? I have not been there for several decades. No, don't answer that. We can talk about that later. I need to stay on track. Well, let me explain some things. This country is unique. It is not led by a king or a queen. It has its councils and its praetors that watch over the cities, and as a council deal with the goings on of the country. It was devised by, if you know your history, Themia. I won't get into that, but it was meant as a way for the people to have a hand in their governance, with liberty and freedom being the primary goal. And, well, things have not been so good as of late. More and more, many people think the councils are mismanaging this nation. They've recently, a few years ago, changed the law and altered the Themia code, and well, now you need to own land in order to vote, and that is not very many people that don't have, well, a lot of gold. And those people tend to look after their own interests before others. Suffice to say, their taxes have been increased quite a bit, and those who cannot pay, well, you've seen the Ratwall, and there are worse fates. Some pressed into service until they can repay their debt. There is there's a lot of imbalance going on. I suppose you could say a lieutenant or a part of a group. We call ourselves Vox Libertas, which in ancient Illyrian would mean the voice of freedom or voice of liberty. Just a small group. We are trying to help the people of this country have their freedoms back. Try to talk sense into the councils and the praetors. that they can have their rights and their privileges reinstated. The going is slow. The group does not have much traction. The head of the group, Adari, she's currently in Armnaris, the capital, trying to find support, but so far has been hard going. This is why all the cloak and dagger. The city guard is a little liberal in how they determine who is spreading sedition, regardless of their intentions. But I see the other night, you stood up quite readily in the defense of people you do not know. And I think these are people that my group could sorely need, that this country sorely needs. People willing to risk life and limb, if it need be, for the common people. Does this sound like something you would be interested in helping? It does not need to be... I'm not asking you to overthrow the government or anything like that. We are just trying to help the common people. Trying to lift them up as much as we can.
I'm gonna look at Alvin and be like, what do you want to do?
I understand it is quite a lot to take in at once, and no one really expects. Yeah, I'm sure you did not expect this after doing magic shows or whatever plans you had. But please consider that there are people that could use your help, and you seem uniquely gifted to be able to help them. If you are willing.
I'm gonna do another silk photo real quick. Another 15, okay.
He's being honest.
Okay. And he genuinely believes this is gonna help people and all that?
As far as you can tell, yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about councils and what are these
Praetors.
Whatever. But I mean, it seems like a good way to help people out.
We do what we can, which sadly often too little, but we do what we can.
So if you don't mind my asking, what would this involve?
Well, it would involve helping the people with any way they need. Currently, we have the most pressing issue right now. The city guard does not, either they have, what is the word I'm struggling to find? They are apathetic. There is a problem with the growing, street guild gang. Both, I suppose, are accurate. They call themselves the Jackals, I think. And they have been exacting their own taxes on people in the small gate area. Those people do not have very much to lose, and I was hoping capable groups such as yourself, you seem like you would be able to handle them. They have, taken hostage some people as leverage, and the guard does not. These people are not important enough or wealthy enough for the guard to care, and someone has to.
So really, you're looking for mercenaries then?
Not mercenaries. I cannot pay you very much, at least. And this is really for the good of the people. This is just one specific example, but perhaps, other things could be helping protect farmers' goods from bandits on the road, or helping someone find someone that are looking for, or we try to do anything we can. No gesture is too small to help the people.
I'll look at Paeg. You're the boss. Up to you.
This is all completely voluntary. Do not. I only ask because I have seen your magic. It seems quite powerful, and magic is also always useful. I believe I did not. Excuse me, I did not catch your names. Actually, you are Paeg, but I do not know either of your names.
Name's Alvyn.
Alvyn.
I'm Grott.
Grott. Okay.
Caretaker.
Well,
2 T's.
Grott with 2 T's. Both you and Alvyn seem quite physically capable. Alvyn, I've seen testament to that. And magic is always very useful. And something that the common person does not have access to. As I'm sure you've seen the amount of people that have wanted to see your show. I saw your hat as you were going around. Those silvers and coppers, that's no small amount of money for these people.
Out of curiosity, you said you saw the scene last night.
I did.
My memory's a bit spotty of that, but you weren't in the tavern, were you?
I was. I make my rounds in the taverns near the docks. It was dark. There were a lot of people there. I'm not surprised, but
Fair enough.
also rest assured, I do not think the guard is very concerned with catching you.
Good to know, thanks.
Didn't you tell me the guard did that to you?
That is besides the point.
Well,
Look, Alvyn, and Grott, I learned my magic from when I was to be trained for.
no, you were trained for the expansion war, which the elves fought against in this country, and the dwarves.
I was trained in my life. I think that I would be interested in this opportunity. That's all. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Check that.
I fought.
You can, yes, go for it.
Oh gosh.
Go ahead and give me a fluff check, because you're trying to hide something, and that's the best I can do. Oh! Okay. There's definitely something, like, mid-thought, basically mid-sentence, something occurred to Paeg, and there's definitely something that she shied away from saying.
That would have been
obviously, you don't know what it is, but it
offensive.
definitely has something to do with her reasons for wanting to do this.
I vote yes.
It's alright.
I mean, I go with the flow, and if this is the flow, then I'll go with it.
I mean, I haven't had a good fight in a while.
Well,
You fight?
Yeah.
Well,
Usually I just, like, wrestle with bears and stuff, but people do.
well, I think you will be able to make short work of these jackals. They are mostly cut purses, but they certainly do not shy away from spilling blood.
what do they look like? How will we know what to...
Oh, I've already kind of figured it out where they are holding these people, and I will be going with you. It's been longer than I'd like to admit since I've hefted my axe, but the rest assured, I'll be there with you.
I really hope that's not a euphemism.
Wow.
Sense motive. No, I'm joking.
Another quick question, just something that's been bothering me.
Of course.
The unfortunate soul from last night, where did he fall in this whole conflict?
There are... it is difficult position that these people are put into. They have lived here their entire lives. This is their home, and they cannot think of anything different. And life has always been difficult. That is no lie. It surely has been much harder in recent years, especially on these folk. And they are angry and worried about this situation, but they do not know how to change it. They see themselves as being some poor dockhand, some lowly barmaid, and they think there is no way for them to change anything. And so they resign themselves to a difficult life when it is not necessary. And I also think there is fear in them. A difficult situation can sometimes be easier to bear than the unknown, and it takes a great deal of courage to press forward into what might be unknown. Do not be too harsh on them.
Thanks.
Well, if you have any more questions, you can find me here. This is where I'm staying. Suppose you probably want to rest up. I don't cast magic myself, but I have known others who do, and I believe you need the night's rest to regain your magical strength. Okay.
Mr. Malik, I do have one question.
Of course.
When you say you stay here, is it just because, like, you know, there's not a lot of money around, or are you hiding from somebody?
I am not hiding. I do not live in this city. I live in Armnaris, the capital, but the Dari thought it would be a good idea to get fresh face for here. So far I have not had much luck, and I've been here for a month and a half, I think. You are the first people that have been willing to do anything. But, you know, we do what we can. These people have been kind enough to let me stay in this place as long as I'm not too loud and give them a little bit of money here and now for rent.
So, we will go and see you tomorrow?
Well, if you are feeling up to a bit of a jailbreak rescue mission, if you will, tomorrow. I think cover of darkness is probably best, so tomorrow night you can meet me at the Ratwall again, or I can come meet you at your inn. You can meet me here, whatever works best. Why don't we say Ratwall? That is easy enough place. No one hangs around there at night.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunate choice of words, but sounds good.
It is not my choice, and sometimes these people can, well, all people have the capacity for great kindness, but unfortunately they also have capacity for great cruelty as well. If you ever make it to the capital, you will be able to see it in their Colosseum, where blood sport is celebrated. But well, I do not want to keep you up all night. I'm sure you wish to find sleep. We can talk more about this tomorrow on the way to on the way into the small gate area. And do prepare. Like I said, these jackals are probably not what you would call big-time criminals, but they do not shy away from killing if need be. And they certainly know how to use their knives.
Then we shall take care.
Thank you again for following me. I know this situation and the circumstances are kind of strange and a lot of cloak and dagger, subterfuge type stuff, but it is only because the guards do not always notice the difference between benevolent philanthropists and sedition. It is what it is. Well, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.
Take care.
Alright, that is where we will end it as you guys head back to the Heinz Grove, climb up the rope. You're able to get it out of the window with Mage Hand. And,
we're going to have to get a second room for Grott.
Oh, yeah.
The room is kind of cramped. There's one bed, there's one couch.
He already had his own room because he was here.
Oh, right,
right.
yes,
Yeah.
you would have had your own room, yeah. So, Grott, you go to your room. Alvin and
I'd go
Paeg.
through the front door and then let the rope down for.
Okay,
For.
alright.
Yeah.
And you guys go to sleep thinking of the new
Oh man.
events and opportunities that are before you.
17th. Morning of the 17th day.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. Well,
I got some stuff down in my new journal before nodding off.
all right. Sounds great.
That's so cool.
Well,
The
hopefully.
jackals. Vox Libertaris. Is that what it was?
Libertas?
Libertas?
Libertatis.
Tatus.
Oh,
There's
Libertas.
more Roman influence than I imagined there would be.
Yeah, buddy.
And a Colosseum?
I get it. You really did.
Hey, you know, there's no reason to not go heavy, right?
That's so cool.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this. If there's a guy named Claudius at the head of this jackal thing.
Nope.